You guys, I missed you so much. I'm so excited to be back with you. I really, really did. I was like so sick. I had absolutely no voice. And it made me so sad because I just love hanging out with you and talking about music and mental health. So I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so excited to listen to the song because so many of you told me I have to listen to it. So let's do it.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in.
Been there.
Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped
Flurry
in,
is
and
good.
it's lonely inside this mansion.
This is beautiful so far.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in lyrics, they're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors, written all over the floors, all over the chairs. And you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release, and let out the version of NF you don't want to see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed. You might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me. Physically abused, now that's a room that I don't want to be in. That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't want to see it. And these walls ain't blank, I just think I don't want to see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them. I gotta thank you for this.
Okay, this is so wow. We're gonna keep going, but there is something so powerful about this visual of my mind as a house. And there are rooms that I don't want to go in. There are rooms that I know exist that I am terrified to face, that every time I look at them, every time I open the door, I feel pain. I'm back there and I just can't do that. There are rooms in my house I never see because I don't want them to be a part of me. I don't want them to be a part of my story. I don't want to face them. That makes sense when we experience trauma. If I was physically abused and there is a room in my mind that is dedicated to that experience, I don't want to go there. I want to shut the door on that.
Well, read 'em. I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory for some reason just won't go down. Put me in the corner so you could see the fear in my eyes. Then took me downstairs and beat me till I screamed and I cried. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind, but I'ma keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Insidious as blind.
Ooh. You'll always have a room in my mind, but I'm going to keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside. I'm not touching that. That's a part of my mansion that I'm not going into. That's powerful. I bet so many people can relate to this idea of like having a place in your mind that you know is there, that sometimes nags at you, that you're sometimes reminded of, that sometimes when you walk past the door of that room, you get a feeling of like, ooh, and you walk a little faster. Like maybe there's monsters in there that you don't want to face. And maybe that's trauma that you've experienced in your life. And if that is something that you can relate to, I want you to share in the comments right now by tagging out HeartSupport, and we will encourage you. We'll encourage you. You don't have to face that room alone. You don't have to be afraid of that room alone.
Inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's only inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say
Excuse me? The problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. I don't actually face it. I don't actually try to really fix it. I just do the like Pinterest DIY version. I just try to repaint. Also, it's lonely inside this mansion? Okay. All right.
Fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This room's full of regrets, just keeps getting fuller it seems. Moment I walk into, it's the same moment that I wanna leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the trying to...
I'm sorry, that's brilliant. Okay, you guys, look at this. One of the worst things I wrote on these walls the moment I realized that I was losing my mom. And one of the first things I wrote was, I wish I would have called, but I should just stop now. We ain't got enough room in this song. Room, the double entendre of room. It's like he's avoiding that room of the feelings that he has about losing his mom, because we don't have enough room in this song. So let me continue to walk past that room. Let me continue to shut the door on that room and not face it. It's like the moment he gets to a place of like real, like deep vulnerability of like, oh, this is pain, this is guilt, this is shame, this is fear. I'm putting that in a room that I'm not facing. Add it to my list of rooms in my mansion that we don't go in. All right. We love a double entendre.
Wish I would've called, but I should just stop now. We ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am. And I'll lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my hand. And get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans. And I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive. And at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time?
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built the safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do...
Oh, you guys. The way that his voice changes, the texture, it's like this defeat, like this like loneliness. It's like this softness, this quietness of like, it sounds like I'm lonely in here. I feel it. I feel like my mind feels like a home that I am trapped in and no one is getting in here. It's just me. And that's so lonely.
Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built the safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let anyone inside. So I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not. Cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me. And I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking. I'm trapped here. God keeps saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know that shutting the world out ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem, cause I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position it's either sit here and let him win or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
I feel sick. This song is brilliant. I'm not surprised. Everything I've listened to so far by NF is so good. But oh my God. Couple things. Like, yes, the reason we don't let people inside is I'm afraid to get hurt. I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me, either by what you say or by the fact that you don't stay. And it's like, why do people do that? Why do people build mines in their house? I didn't do it to solve my problems. I did it because I thought that it was the only way that I could keep myself safe. But now I'm realizing that somewhere along the line, I let fear in, and now I'm like trapped in here. And I actually don't feel better. I actually don't feel safe. I just feel alone. And I can't even let fear back out because then I'd have to open up the doors. And now I don't even know what is me talking or what is the fear. And but if we go back, there's this one moment. There's this one moment.
Inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking. I'm trapped here. God keeps saying I'm not locked. I chose this.
That's it. That's the part. God keeps saying, I'm not locked in. That's it. There's that tiny, tiny part of him in this song that's like, there's some part of me, maybe, like there's some part of me that's hearing from God, or there's some part of me that feels I might not be locked in, that it might be the fear talking. That's the part of the song that you sing the loudest. I'm not locked in. Because what is the truth about a mansion? The truth is that if you want to solve problems, if you want to fix things in a mansion, sometimes you have to let people come inside. Sometimes you have to call a painter to paint the walls. Sometimes you have to call an electrician to fix the lights. Sometimes you have to call the plumber to fix the water in the pipes. But if you want upkeep of a mansion, you can't do it on your own. It's too big. It's way too big. There are too many rooms. And if you want to keep them all up, you're going to have to open up the doors of some that are real freaking scary. And so when we listen to this song, we get to visualize our own mansions, the places in our mind that we're afraid to let someone in. And we get to sing this part that says, I'm not locked in. Whether it's God that's saying it, whether it's me that's telling you right now, whether it's a part of you singing it to yourself, like sing that part the loudest. I'm not locked in. Sing it until you believe it. Listen to it until when you hear this song, you hear it as not a prison sentence, but a warning of what will happen if you continue to not let someone in. Your mansion will decay. It'll fall apart. You'll feel alone. You'll feel stuck, and none of the problems will get solved by keeping the door locked. You'll just feel alone. And so you got to invite people into your mansion.
To my own kind, you know they shutting the world out ain't solving the problem. But I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there. But it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem because I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position it's either sit here and let him win or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
I do. It's the fear. I do. It's the fear. I either sit here and let him win, or I put him back outside. It's lonely inside this mansion when you let the fear win. Oh, when you listen to this song, you get to answer the question. You get to decide. You get to visualize yourself at the end of this song. Now I'm put in the position I either sit here and let him win, or I put him back outside. Picture yourself as you listen to this, opening the door and putting fear out and letting someone come in. Invite in an electrician to help you fix the lights. Invite in a painter to brighten up the walls. And that can actually be a practical thing that you do, or it can be an invitation to just start visualizing it, to hype yourself up. Maybe you don't feel ready yet, but when you listen to this song, maybe you can hear what happens if you don't, and decide, write a new end. Write a new end. NF wrote this song. So he that's like his way in my mind of inviting people into his mansion. It's like letting the lyrics exist outside of the walls of his mind. He actually did the thing, right? He didn't let it stop here, and you get to do that too. And I know it's freaking scary. It's really hard, but you can do like NF did. You can write it down. You can write a song about it. Can create in some other way. You can literally just put it in the comments here about what in your house needs remodeling, about what doors that you're afraid to open. Put in the comments by tagging out HeartSupport, and we'll encourage you. You just got to open the door, crack, and see, you know? If you want to be a person who, when someone invites you in, knows how to support, knows how to be there, click the link below. These are my 5 best songs to be a better friend, to be a better supporter. This is exclusive content, and I want you to have it. So the only way you can get it is by clicking the link. Unlock the door of your mansion. I love y'all.